Okay. Sige po ma'am, ribbon cutting na po.
Alam nyo, ako po ay nagagalak na finally, umaayos na po itong Piñas Parañaque Wetland Park. I have been fighting for this since 2002. Oo. Kasi dati po to, I have been fighting for this wetland park since 2002 when I first became Congresswoman of Las Piñas. So, naging Congresswoman po ako ng Las Piñas noong 2002. And since then, napakahirap po kasi noon, hindi po ito pa-legislated protected area. Ngayon po, hindi na nila magagalaw to because through the NIPAS Act of 2018, ito po ay na-declare together with 93 other places in the Philippines as legislated protected area, covering almost 4.5 million hectares of land. So we can say na ang Pilipinas lang po ay 30 million hectares. So yung 5 million hectares is about 30 divided by 5, 6, 15% of the Philippines na declared na protected area by legislation. Alam nyo, pag na-declare na protected area by legislation, hindi na pwedeng galawin because that's against the law. Kaya yun ang pinakamagandang protection. Pag dinideclare lang ng Pangulo na executive order, hindi pinakikinggan eh. Kaya kailangan nating i-legislate. And I think we have passed another 7. Kasi po yung dinatnan natin na protected area before 2018 is 13, di ba? Tapos nag-legislate kami ng 94. So naging 107. Tapos ngayon po, di ba, na-legislate natin 7? Oo. 7. Kaya magiging 114 by pag na-sign na ng President. Nakapasa na sa Kongreso. So we have 114. I'm pleased that with the easing of COVID situation in the country, we have been given the opportunity to have this face-to-face celebration this February to celebrate the World Wetland Day 2022 here at the Las Piñas Parañaque Wetland Park. Alam nyo, ito lang po ang wetland park na in the whole of NCR. Kaya very significant po ito kasi mahirap pong humanap ng isang wetland park sa isang syudad. Ayaw nila ng ganito. Pero ako po, gandang-ganda po ako sa Las Piñas Parañaque Wetland Park. And I remember in 1992, yung isang officer ng DNR, nagtanim siya dito ng mangrove. Noong first term ni Cynthia Villar na congressman ng Las Piñas, at naalala ko, sinabi niya sa akin noong 1992, nagtatanim sila ng mangrove. Tulungan ko sila. Kasi pag natanim na yung mangrove, hindi na pwedeng patayin yan. Illegal na patayin yan. Kaya, pabayaan ko silang magtanim ng mangrove para maprotektahan tayo at yung wetland park. Alam nyo, pag nagpunta po ako nung Yolanda, sa Summer Leyte, kasi tumulong kami sa mga tinamaan ng Yolanda. Alam nyo, lahat ng bayan na may mangrove sa coastland, hindi na-damage ng Yolanda. Ang na-damage ng Yolanda, yung walang mangrove sa coast nila. Kaya, napakaganda po ng mangrove as protection for the people against typhoon surge. Yung wala pong mangrove, pumasok yung typhoon surge, 1 kilometer, paglabas, dala lahat ang bahay, dala lahat ang tao, patay lahat ang tao. Kaya nga, nung ako wala pang COVID, linggo-linggo naandun po ako sa Paseco kasi na-encourage ko silang mag-mangrove kasi ang daming bahay doon. Natatakot ako na biglang mag-typhoon surge sa Manila Bay. Yung lahat ng bahay sa Baseco na puro mahirap, mamatay lahat sila doon. Kaya tinataniman ko sila ng mangrove. They don't believe in mangrove nung una. Yung magtatanim ako, tinatambakan nila ng basura. Pero hindi ako nag-give up. Linggo-linggo, nile-lecturean ko. Alam nyo, sa Yolanda, lahat ng may mangrove sa coast na saved from Yolanda. Kaya kayo, ang magse-save sa inyo pag nag-typhoon surge would be the mangrove. Kaya alagaan nyo itong mangrove na to. Kaya lang after kasasabi ko nung gano'n linggo-linggo, nabuhay yung mangrove sa Baseco. At ngayon, marami na mangrove sa Baseco. Kaya, it's very important. And in addition to protection, yan din ang spawning ground of fishes in Manila Bay. So yung 300,000 small fisher folk sa Manila Bay, yan umaasa para fingerlings. Para nang sa ganon, may continuous supply of fishes in Manila Bay. Ang mangrove po, yan nabubuhay. Yan ipinapanganak ng mga fishes sa Manila Bay. Kaya in addition na protection natin from typhoon, source pa ng pagkain natin. Kaya hindi ko po ma-imagine why gustong-gusto nilang tambakan ang Manila Bay. Pag tinambakan nila yan, paano yung hanap buhay ng 300,000 fishermen in Manila Bay? Mawawala ng hanap buhay. So, kaya takang-taka ako at gusto nilang tambakan yung Manila Bay. Alam nyo, yung Cavite po, yung Imus and Bacoor, ang public works po nagtayo doon ng water retarding facility kasi bumabaha sila. Kasi yung extension ng Cavite, imbis na gawin nilang aqueduct na free flow ang water, kasi kung poste lang ang inilagay, yung tubig lumalabas sa Manila Bay. Tinambakan nila Tapos nilagyan nila ng kaprasong bridge in between na hindi naman makayang ilabas yung tubig sa Imus, Bacoor, yung galing sa Bacoor River at sa Imus River. Pero hindi kasalanan yun ng Cavitex kasi yung Cavitex binili lang nila kay Buboy Birata. Di ba? Si Buboy Birata ang nagtayo noon. Siguro talagang pinuforesee nila na magre-reclamation sila kaya nireclaim na nila yung Cavitex. But you know, ang public works, kaya nagagalit ang public works. They had to buy 45 hectares of land to build a water retarding facility sa Imus, Bacoor para matapos yung kanilang baha. And that water retarding facility, in-expropriate nila yung lupa ng Ayala. Na ngayon, nagkakaso sila kasi ang sinisingil sa kanila for 45 hectares is 10,000 per square meter. So it's 4.5 billion. And then umutang sila sa JICA para i-build yung dam na 5 billion pesos. So it cost them 9.5 billion na hindi pa nila sigurado kung masosolve nila yung baha. So yun ang magiging problema natin dito sa Las Piñas, Parañaque, Bacoor. Pag nireclaim yung itong harap nitong wetland park na to, walang paglalabasan ang Zapote River, Las Piñas River, Parañaque River, at Molino River. Saan tayo lalabas? Di babalik sa atin lahat yan. Ang prediction nila, 8 meters na baha sa Las Piñas, Parañaque, and Bacoor. So, hindi ko maintindihan why kailangan natin tambakan ang ocean. Ba't hindi natin develop yung lupa at pabayaan nila natin yung ocean? Ganyan. Kasi alam nyo, para tambakan yan, 10,000 per square meter. Ang halaga ng lupa dyan, 500,000 per square meter. Gusto nilang yumaman. So, bakit tayo papayag doon? Tayo ang mahihirapan. Pag natambakan na yan at tayo binaha, hindi na natin mahuhukay yan para mawala ang baha. So, kaya yun ang sinasabi ko kay Mayor Olivares. Ang problema, ayaw kong pakialaman ng Parañaque. But pag hindi lumabas dyan yung galing sa Parañaque River, magkarugtog tayo sa sukat. Pupunta naman sa Las Piñas yung tubig nyo. Tayo lahat ang babaha. Oo. Kaya yun ang sinasabi ko kay Mayor Olivares. Alam nyo, ang buhay natin as public official, hindi naman to puro pera. Kailangan i-protect din natin ang ating communities from disaster. Kasi in the end, magsasuffer niyan would be our children and our children's children. Okay. The United Nations encourages the yearly celebration of World Wetland Day to raise public consciousness about wetlands, which are critically important ecosystems that contribute to biodiversity, climate mitigation, and adaptation to freshwater availability and to economies, among its many functions. This year's theme is actually a call to action for wetland. It is an appeal to invest financial, human, and political capital to save the world's wetlands from disappearing and to restore those that have been degraded. In all candidness, that is not an easy task to do. With our country's archipelagic nature, we have abundant number of wetlands and that call for much needed attention. Tayo po sa Pilipinas, yung Ramsar po is a convention in 1970s in Iran. That's a city in Iran. Doon po nag-declare sila ng the wetland of Ramsar list of wetland of international importance. And we are very lucky in the Philippines that there are 8 wetlands in the Philippines declared by Ramsar. At ito yung Piñas Parañaque Wetland Park, the only one in Metro Manila. Nakalista po dyan, pag titingnan nyo, si Tubataha Reef, si Palawan Underground River, si yung Negros, yung sa Pampanga, dalawa sa Palawan isa sa Pampanga, yung sa Smuan, and then there is another one in Negros, or in Mindoro Oriental, the Nauhan Lake, and another one in Cebu, the Olango Island, and another one in Agusan, the Agusan Marsh, and then what else? Tubataha Reef in Palawan, and the underground river. Basta 8 sila declared wetland of international importance by the Ramsar list. So ang pangarap ko po, may film tayo ng mga lugar na yan na ilalagay natin sa ating museum at continuously tumatakbo para yung mga bata na pupunta dito na educational trip mapapanood yan. Kasi hindi nila mararating yan pagkalalayo. Ako, nakarating ako sa Agusan Mars, nag-helicopter ako. Napakahirap. Hindi ko pa natitingnan yung Tubataha Reef, pero yung underground river, malapit yan sa Puerto Princesa. Tapos yung Nauhan Lake, I think if you go to Mindoro Oriental, makikita mo yan. Olango Island, malapit yan sa Mactan, di ba? Olango Island. Yung iba, pero siyempre mga bata, hindi naman, they don't travel around the Philippines. At least, makikita nila in film dito sa ating museum. Kaya yan ang gagawin natin sa ating museum. Kaya maganda yan para sa atin. So we are here to give importance to wetlands dito sa Pilipinas kasi marami pa tayong wetlands, hindi ko lang na-mention kasi hindi naman sila na-declare na part of the Ramsar. But it says here, we have 314 inland wetlands, 2,487 river system, 221 lakes, 12 marshes and swamps, 9 peatlands, 39 water storage, and 31 ponds. Napakadami po ang ipoprotect natin dito sa Pilipinas, and I hope yung ating future management ng DNR will give importance to this. So, kasi minsan, nakakalimutan. Kaya minsan sa hearing sa Senado, palagi kami nag-aaway ng DNR. Dahil po, pabayaan nyo yung DTI ang mag-promote ng business. Kayo, i-promote yung environment kasi yun ang job nyo. Minsan nakakalimot pinopromote business, hindi environment nagko-conflict kaya sinasabi ko yan palagi sa kanila And I hope that our country, our DNR, will take their work seriously in protecting the environment. So, and ako, tayo sa Las Piñas, Parañaque, magsama-sama tayo dito sa pag-protect natin sa Las Piñas Parañaque Wetland Park. Wala na akong problema dito sa Wetland Park because it is a legislated protected area. Kaya lang, hindi rin mabubuhay itong wetland na to na walang buffer zone. Kasi biski yung mangrove na yan, mamamatay yan pag hindi na ayos yung flow of water. Oo. And then, maraming masisira dito kasi walang lalabasan yung river namin. Pag hindi tayo nag-buffer zone dito, enough para makalabas yung water namin sa aming river. In fact, this is a cove. If you will notice, this is a cove. This is not the ocean. May cove tayo na surrounded by Cavite, Parañaque, Las Piñas. Sana huwag masahan itong cove na to because ito ang nilalabasan ng tubig ng ating 6 na river. Pag nawala yan, walang lalabasan yung 6 nating river, babawahin tayo. You know, I spent 10 years of my life building the Las Piñas Zapote River Drive. And right now, I'm building the Molino River Drive. Ito yung mga kalye along the river that I built to protect the river from pollution. And at the same time, nung mayari yung kalye, makikit lang kalye kasi easement lang yun na river. Mga 5 to 6 meters. Pero enough na dumaan ng 2 kotse o 2 light vehicle. So to solve the traffic sa Zapote Alabang Road, I allow the private cars to pass through the river. Masaya sila. There are about 15,000 cars a day passing along my river drive. So malaking bagay din yan to decongest traffic sa Zapote Alabang Road. But we have to continue cleaning the river. Kasi hindi naman siya. Kailangan, pala nila, once a year, lilinisin ko yung river and then you have to clean it every day para ma-maintain. And now I'm building the Molino River Drive. It's a 7-kilometer river drive along Molino Road along Molino River in Bacoor. And siguro matatapos namin this year. We have been doing it for the last 2 years. Kasi from my observation, ang nagagawa lang ng contractor around 3 kilometers per year. Hindi kaya. Mahirap gawin. And kaya yung 30 kilometers sa Las Piñas sa Zapote River, I did that for 10 years. Saka wala rin pera. Kasi ang 1 kilometro, 100 million. Isa. So yung 30 kilometers, 3 billion. I cannot finance it in 1 year. Wala akong ganung perang entitlement sa gobyerno. So I did it in 10 years. So yung 7 kilometer ng Molino River, we will do it in more than 2 years. At hati din ang bigay ng pera kasi wala namang ganung kalaking pera ang entitlement ng senador sa gobyerno. Anyway, rest assured that I will always be with you, with DNR, in protecting the environment. Alam nyo, wala namang boto yung environmental protection. Wala akong nakukuha ang boto dyan. Baka may boto pa ako sa mga farmers, sa agriculture, but not the environment. Ito lang, I really believe that to be able to maintain sustainability, even of agriculture, we should protect the environment. This is, kasi ang agriculture will assure us of food security. And we cannot achieve that food security without protecting the environment. So we have to protect the environment at the same time, even though the Filipinos, they don't understand the protection of the environment. Kaya wala pong boto yan. Yan may advocacy lang. Baka mas may boto pa yung agriculture. Yun lang po. Ako ay nagpapasalamat sa inyong lahat. I'm sure you're here because you are one with us in protecting the environment Marami pong salamat. Sana palagi namin kayong kasama to fight for the survival of the Piñas Parañaque Wetland Park. I wish to acknowledge ang ating isang kaibigan from Cavitex at the MVP Group, Mr. Frankie Arellano, founding member po, representative of Manila. Kahit ganyan yan, matanda na,